So this is just to guide you on how to fill out the form and what's necessary to fill out and how each column should be filled out. So for this it would be intro movement, and contact name would be the president's name. So if you are the president, you would put your name here. For this purpose, I'm just going to use a false name, John Doe. And then, of course, your UC Merced email, jdoe@ucmerced.edu. And your advisor, well, as stated in the slides given to you, your advisor is Jorge Arroyo. Now, for FAU, do not worry about this. We do not have an FAU, so leave it blank. Now, for type of request, you would put RSO practice, just to make sure. Yeah, RSO practice. Now, the room that you would request is SAAC 217, so click on that. And then the date requested. When you're pressing the date requested, make sure you select the, disregard that. Make sure you select the date that you would first like your practice. Select a day that you would want the earliest available room date. So say that the week of school, the first week of school was on the 15th. So we would probably want the earliest room reservation date to be Monday the 22nd. This is just an example. Now that's like where we start our practices. So that's like the first instance we have the room on that day. The start time would be, as stated in the slides, 9:30. So let's go to 9:30 p.m. End time 11 o'clock p.m. Now please note that you'll see in the duration of events, you're only allowed to have a room in the SAAC building for 3 hours per week. So that's why each practice is only an hour and a half twice a week in those rooms. So for duration of practice, you would state that the practices would be on Mondays and Wednesdays from 9:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. So I'm going to write that here. Monday and Wednesday from 9:30 a.m. to 11 o'clock p.m. on a weekly basis. Okay. So for the description of event, you would be much more descriptive of when you would like these events to be. So first of all, you'd be like, these weekly, you would just state that this is a recurring event where practices take place twice a week on Mondays from 9:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. and Wednesday from 9:30 to 11 p.m. These are weekly, disregard that, the practices. So just stay at the very end after putting that sentence that these are weekly practices happening twice a week. And then for anticipated attendance, you would just put the approximate amount of members that would be on the team. So let's just say 40 for good measure. And then after you fill in all the asterisk or all the needed required information, you then press submit, and then you should receive an email, a confirmation email from Hannah Brown stating that that you're ready to go, you're just set, you have the room. But if you don't have the room, Hannah Brown will provide you with alternate room times. But usually that's not the case, because if you reserve the rooms as soon as they start accepting room reservation forms, then you're set. Okay, so this concludes making room reservations.